Sign up today.
The following is a presentation of TFNN. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Every trading day, live at 10 a.m. Eastern. Call now, toll free at 877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 718, NASDAQ up 168, S&P's up 71. That's a gain in the Dow Industrials, folks, of 2.7%, 2.1% in the S&P's, and 1.7% in the NASDAQ Composite. Gold contract down $43, trading at $16.83 an ounce. We got silver down 53 cents, $17.53 an ounce. Light sweet crude up $1.50, $38.90 a barrel. Notes and bonds. You get the 10-year right now down 23 ticks, 137.02. The 30-year off 2.5 points at 170.115. And King Dollar's up 255 ticks, trading 96.930. The euro is at 112. The yen is at 109.75, and the British pound is at 126 to 1 U.S. dollar. Tom O'Brien, I'd ask what's going on, but it's an explosive market out here, no doubt, man.
Millions of jobs. That's what's going on, man.
Yep. There's no doubt the jobs number came in, folks. The reality, it makes sense to me because when you look at the numbers, meaning that when you're closing down, March and April was the close down. May, everyone started opening up. So it's a big number. There's no doubt about that.
That's what the numbers say, for sure.
There's no doubt about that. And, now the market was still looking for big job losses, folks, okay? But payrolls rose instead of went down. Unemployment rate went down dramatically, right from, 20% to 13.3 rather. So,
hey, how about, I was just checking it out. I mean, last Friday, May 29th, the Dow traded below 25,000. This Friday, we traded above 27,000, man. The Dow just added 2,000 points this week. Just huge moves all over the place, man. But the Dow especially, the Dow now right at the 786 of the full pullback. The Dow was lagging for so long. It's one of the most interesting ones, I think, just how it's charged higher. Boeing now, where are we with Boeing? Boeing was approaching $200, I think, pre-market. We hit 202. Yeah, we're trading at 202 right now. I mean, that acceleration for Boeing. Since May 14th, Boeing just went from 113 to 202, and that would make sense, right? If things are really coming back that quick, airlines are opening back, jobs are back in place, Boeing should survive it. So
no doubt. And the notes and bonds, folks. If we go over to the 10-year, the 10-year is making the run, folks. We were at 0.65 at the beginning of this week. It's making a run for 1.27 right now. You're at 0.92, and this is a monster move. And the next swing point here is 1.27. Once it broke that consolidation, bottom line is that you're going to get a higher price. What's going to be intriguing, and that's when you were on the air, Tommy, when I texted over to you. The next thing the market's going to worry about, folks, is that now the question is the market. How much more money is the Fed's going to put into the market, or the government going to put into the market? So this is going to get really intriguing because last night before this happened, actually, the administration saying, okay, they're going to do another $1 trillion. Well, we know how this shakes out. I suspect they're still going to, but that'll be a little more of a fight because if you look at the Dow and the NASDAQ and the S&P and all of the above, it's like, okay, man, the economy's snapping back. So this is where
I agree. It should be an argument. All this money is supposed to be to stimulate things. So, hopefully that comes in. There's still going to be millions of people out of work, man. 13.3% in any other world would be a staggering number. I was joking with friends today, tongue-in-cheek kind of, like staggering numbers. But if the unemployment rate's at almost 14%. Millions are out of work, and we basically just ceased to do business for almost 3 months. Should the S&Ps, should those 500 companies be at all-time highs? Well, we're almost there. I don't know. That's a tough one to make sense of for me.
No, totally. Yeah. And the Qs, the Qs are going to be the most interesting one out here today, folks, because what we did have, when the number came out, the NDX 100 actually went negative. which was shocking. Came all the way back, and we made a new all-time high out here now. The number to keep an eye on the close is going to be the 237.47. That's the high that was generated out here on the 19th. If we go over to the gold market, there's slam gold. You got a good, nice Friday slamming, jamming in gold. No two ways about that. That being said, you got a lot of these gold stocks holding up, which is just blowing my mind, actually.
Okay.
You're down $43. You have 187,000 contracts, which is big contract volume. 1677 is the low that got hit. 1668 is the swing low. And then you have a swing low at 1683. So 1683.30 to be exact. So it's going to be intriguing watching if, in fact, gold can hold once again. I'm actually surprised that some of these gold equities, really aren't taking it on the chin. So we'll see where this whole thing shakes out. Some of the higher volume equities, and it's the same as yesterday, folks. The bottom line is that you have the dogs at the very top. Americans up $4. You get Delta up $3. Ford's up 58 cents. United's up $6.50. General Electric's up 49 cents. Then you get Bank of America up 42. That's not a dog. Slack, bottom line, growing like crazy, but they took their guidance away last night. That's down $6. Carnival's next. That's up 3.5. Norwegian's up 3.5. Macy's is up 72 cents.
A couple of things there you mentioned, so it was amusing. I actually had American up on my chart before I even knew they were going to be the top traded stock.
Yes.
I was just jumping around. Boeing's up like 10% right now. American on the day, like you said, up $4.42. That's 26%, but that's after trading up huge yesterday. You're talking about in 24 hours, man. American just went from $11 and change to $21 and change. Just mammoth moves. And then you mentioned Slack as well. And one of the things I think they mentioned on there was that, I don't know if I have it up still, is that they were having trouble for paid customers, something to do with that degree.
Okay.
And it made me think of, the conversations around Twitter, Snapchat, Zoom. You can have an explosive product, growth, all that stuff, but you got to be able to monetize it, man. For instance, I think my friends and I, we just tried to set up a Slack, just for a group conversation. Yeah. Right? We're like, let's try this one. We use the app GroupMe sometimes, which is actually owned by Microsoft, I think, and you wouldn't believe how glitchy it is. We're all like, what world do we live in?
What time?
GroupMe, it's called.
Okay.
It's just an app for group chats. But it's full of rendering glitches and all this stuff in 2020. So we said, let's try Slack. But you're never going to see us paying for Slack, whereas you could count us as a growth figure in there, right?
Yeah, right.
So it's really when you get that type of a company that literally, what's the probability of me ever paying for Slack? Not many things you can say zero. It's 0%, right?
Yeah, if we go back to American for a second. So last Thursday, American was at $10.32. So it's a 100% move in 6 trading days.
Yep, and we talked about it on the show yesterday. It was strong numbers they came out with, man, saying that, they went from, I think it was 2,300 flights to 4,000 flights, and they were going to be at 40% capacity compared to 2019 next month. And then you come out with the jobs number, a nice 24-hour news cycle for the airlines and the economy, and American in particular.
877-927-6648. We have the Dow up 759. Nasdaq's up 162. S&Ps are up 72. We'll come right back.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk.
Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now up 714, Nasdaq's up 144, S&Ps are up 68, and we got a question in the den, Tom, and what it is that one of the Tigers are asking in the YouTube, rather. They're asking about why would a gold fund make its majority of holdings in the Toronto Stock Exchange. Specifically, the symbol is it's a Fidelity fund, which is FG. Let's see, FGD. Where am I? How did I do that? Wow. Okay, hold on, let me, there we go. There it is. FGDTX. Okay, so this is the Fidelity Select Gold portfolio class. So what happens is this, is that Canada, bottom line is that that's where all these companies are from. Okay?
Sure.
So Fidelity has... they buy in Canada as well as they buy in the U.S. It really doesn't make any difference because what they're doing specifically is if you're buying in Canada, you're buying with Canadian dollars. If you're buying in the U.S., you're buying with U.S. dollars, okay? It matches out in the long run. That means even in the short run. So that's all that's happening there. So it's the liquidity inside it. That's how this works. But it's a good question because you do want to know what you're getting into. But if these are all here, I can do it this way. Watch this. I'll show you this because you'll see that there's different. So I'll do the holdings again. Let me just see. Okay, so Newmont. So let's pull up Newmont. And I'll show you PHDC, the holdings inside of Newmont.
Okay.
So we get in here. Now we're going to be looking for Fidelity. So here's Fidelity right here. Now watch this. I hit 1, okay? Now watch the.
Sure.
If you're watching Tiger TV, folks, okay? I hit Fidelity, and then Fidelity has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different funds that are the main funds, okay, inside the gold market. I
Sure.
mean, inside Newmont. But then watch this. I'm going to hit multiple portfolios again, and let's see what happens here. Oh my God, this is sick.
Right, and hit one of the higher ones with more shares even, it'd probably break down even higher.
So what happens is you hit this, and you got more funds underneath it, and I'll hit this one, and then, oops, 1 second. Well, Magellan.
That one, yeah.
That's
exactly.
a monster. Okay. So they're spread out. That's the real bottom.
Millions of shares across tens of funds.
Right,
Yeah.
right. You know, and what ends up happening is that I suspect that people that are actually in Canada or in the U.S., sometimes they don't understand which one they're buying, but it doesn't make any difference because it's still the equity, and they just
Sure.
I'll show you this. Here, watch this. Okay, so I'm going to do. Well, let me see. I don't even know if Newmont trades up there. 1 second. Newmont CN. Yeah, there it is. No, it doesn't. Newmont.
It's a U.S. equity, maybe.
Yeah. No, I mean, all of them used to trade up there. Now,
Sure.
It doesn't look to me like Newmont's trading up there. Let me see if Barrick's trading up there. CN. Okay,
you know what? They have listed Newmont on the
Barrick is trading up there. No, that's not
on the Newmont. I believe they might be NGT on the TSX.
Oh, cool. Okay, 1 second. Let me see.
Check them out.
Okay, NGT. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Yeah. So watch this. Now, Newmont in Canada, folks, is $73.68. Let me do this here. I'm going to get another screen so we can put it up right beside it. And then I'm going to put Newmont in the U.S.
Up one more time. Yeah.
And you got 53.89.
Sure.
That is the ratio, folks, in between the U.S. dollar and the Canadian dollar. So when we take the Canadian dollar and you transfer it back into the U.S. dollar, these are going to be the same price. So. No, within pennies, let's put it that way. So.
Right. No, they're going to trade in parity for sure. Yeah.
Yep. So
can we jump over to Restoration Hardware, man? Have you seen the run that this had? Just remarkable in terms of volatility. And maybe think I know Buffett was in this.
Oh, RH,
yes. From pre-COVID of almost 260 levels down to 73. So they came out with their earnings. Strong numbers, man, and you were up to 275 pre-market. Yeah, 275 was the print pre-market, and I wonder how actually negative now in the session. I mean, could it be as things open back up, you got a high-end home retailer, right? Maybe they're saying, oh man, maybe everyone's not going to be stocking up at home as much as we thought if we get 3 million jobs added already in May. Crazy, right? But it's just that.
It's pretty intense, man.
This stock, man, it made sense. We've talked about it many times before. They got a huge one over in the International Mall, right? I thought it was actually a Hilton the first time I saw it. Right. True story. Thought it was a Hilton they had put in the mall because it was so big. It looked like a little boutique-style hotel. And no, it was a furnishing store. So big stores, but I can't believe just the run it had to 73, man. Not a lot of stocks here got cut by 75, 80%, man, almost.
And this has a 32% short position still, as of last night.
That's trouble, man.
It's trouble. It's trouble, big trouble. And this is a very small float, too, actually, yeah. I mean, they're 19 million. So
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's not a lot for a stock that, likes to trade.
Can you go into the PHDC for them?
Yeah.
Because I'm curious. I remember Buffett had an ownership in that, which is what you always like to see. Before any of this came down.
Yeah, he's still there. 1.7 million shares. He owns 8.8% of it. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's been dealing with some volatility, man. Buffett with the airlines. You had that position.
He's scratching his head over those airlines. There's no doubt about that. Meaning that what happened, folks, is that he sold out. Pretty close to the lows. So. That's got to be a killer for him,
Yeah, I mean, American, man. It's just I don't know if this deserves the price level it's at. I mean, you were trading at $27 in January for American, and you just touched 22. Really? Is that are we that close to where we were in January for the airlines? I don't know.
Listen.
As I'm just pointing, that's the things I think about, man. When you see, you can make a case for the economy, man. Things are going great. But you talk about airlines, you talk about cruises, especially even. You got some time, even if we're at 40% capacity, right? American, how do we go from 40% capacity to being at 22 versus 27, and you just shut down for 3 months and you're only back at 4 out of 10 flights running?
There's no doubt. I think we're going to know a lot more in a big way, and we got another 2 or 3 months to find out, where this is shaking out, because there's no doubt that the administration, the Fed, put plenty of money in the marketplace. We may have had. We did have that type of unemployment, but that type of unemployment, and the thing that's going to be wild is that, like in the state of Florida, folks, okay, there's still over half the people that haven't got their checks. So now they're getting back to work, but that money's going to come in it's going to get paid. So that money's going to be in the economy,
Yeah, they don't miss out on it just because the state couldn't process it for the 3, 4, 8 weeks that they were unemployed. Totally.
Right.
Yeah.
Dow is up 692, Nasdaq's up 160, S&P's up 69. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks.
If you're a trader in the market looking to find the path that leads to maximizing profits while decreasing risk, then now is a great time to try out Dave White's daily trading service, The Path of Least Resistance. Through the use of options and equity trades, Dave advises his subscribers on a daily basis of the current market conditions and what possible trade setups are on the horizon. The Path of Least Resistance is published every trading morning, often with updates intraday when initiating trades or closing out positions. Dave White has advised his clients of some outstanding winning options and equity trades in recent months, and now is a great time to try it out for yourself. New subscribers to the Path of Least Resistance receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the types of options and equity trades that are available by signing up for the Path of Least Resistance today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com and selecting the newsletter tab. Sign up today. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow up 663, Nasdaq up 158, S&Ps are up 67. Let's get inside the NDX 100, see the strength out here, Tom. So there she is, United. up 15.5%. You got Align Technologies up 6.5%. Paychex is up 6.5%, and Broadcom is up 6%. Taken away from it, Zoom is down 5%. Yeah. You have Citrix off 2%, Vertex is off 2%, and Activision is off 1%. Now, what's kind of interesting here, if we go over to Broadcom for a second, Broadcom folks last night, well, let's see, I don't know if they come out with their numbers or they just come out with...
They did after the bell.
Okay,
yeah.
So they come out with their numbers, but inside those numbers, they were talking about that their major
customer, right?
Customer. Okay.
There you go.
They were suggesting that the bottom line is that they didn't think that they didn't name Apple, but when you dig down into their major customers, folks, okay, that this is the major customer.
It's almost like a comedy routine when you would think about the CEO, right? Saying, "Listen, everybody, we have a quote unquote large North American mobile phone customer."
Yeah.
And they're talking about Apple probably there for sure.
There's no doubt. There's no doubt about that.
But good numbers must be, man. Trading up. They were positive, Broadcom, coming into the open and extending those gains.
Right, and it didn't shake when this was coming out last night. First thing I did is go to Apple when he came out with that announcement.
Yeah.
It didn't shake them.
It did not.
No,
it did not at all.
Yeah.
The market probably okay with figuring out that, listen, there's going to be a delay, but things seem to be going well. They have stores back open. China seems to be going well. It's not if, it's just when, and it's coming, man. Even if there's a delay.
No doubt. We go into the Dow Industrials. We're going to see some monster numbers. There's no doubt inside this Dow. The only Dow stock that's in the negative, folks, is Walmart. Putting points into the Dow, there's Boeing right at the top, 124, United Health 72, Caterpillar 41, and Walmart has taken 4 points out of it.
Yeah, and it's interesting, you're seeing kind of the inverse of some of these companies, like Amazon in particular is flat. Amazon was negative at one point in the open. You have Netflix shares down 0.3%, right? Winners and losers, as in, if things are that great, maybe everybody's not going to be sitting at home watching Netflix, ordering their stuff on Amazon. It's real life, man. That's to some degree that's playing out as you see that rotation from those stocks, because it's encouraging data, man. It is across the board.
Oh, there's no doubt. There's no doubt. XAU, HUI. Let's take a look at some of these golds, folks. Bottom line, they get the contract down. So you're going. The XAU, the beginning of the breakout is 110.37. We've hit 110.91. Now we're at 112. Gold Bugs Index, HUI. Let me see this. HUI. This baby here, down $9. Now this broke it. It's close. It's a close call, actually. It's almost like the top of the breakout here is 267. The bottom is 249. It's kind of a wide price spread, no doubt. We got to 250.16. And yesterday what we did do is that we broke the swing, but we broke the swing with tremendously lighter volume yesterday. So let's go to the GDX. We can actually get more out of the GDX because the GDX has the volume right with it. So GDX right now, yesterday what we did, not yesterday, the prior day, you came down with 40 million shares. You were breaking the swing that had 43. Today we're going into the breakout area, and that was 40 million, and you got 14 right now. So in the GDX, that number's 3150, and we hit 3122, and we rejected it thus far. So lots of movement.
Oh, man, I was just going to say, it'd be interesting to see what happens. You have President Trump. He's out there cheerleading these jobs numbers, man. I think they said it was going to start at 10. He's out there. It started now at least. So he's out there cheerleading. I wonder if he's going to have anything to say, good or bad, that might move this market this morning.
Well, the numbers went with him. There's no two ways about that.
Oh, for sure. I don't blame him for getting out there and talking up the economy, man, right? Friday coming into the weekend. It's encouraging stuff. NASDAQ at all-time highs. You got the Dow back at almost 27,000, man. Last week we were at 25,000 a week ago today. Strong numbers, man, for sure.
Totally. And so what has happened is that you have the NDX at all-time highs, but the composite hasn't hit it. The composite we're at 90. 98.38 is the composite.
Okay.
You know, so you get...
There's the 100, okay.
Yeah, I mean, we're right next to it. That's the
No,
bottom line.
but it matters. I hear you for sure.
NDX 100, it really is going to matter where this NDX 100 closes today, folks. 97.36 is the number, and we're way over it right now. We're at 97.65. So, lots of action.
How about Bitcoin? We've had some volatility early in the week, but just edging up towards 10,000 on Bitcoin, 97.65. You saw that spike, right? We looked at it. Monday, it was up to like 10.5, and then Tuesday, it dropped off out of bed to like 9,400. It's amazing how that market just seems to, it can creep, but normally it just moves violently, man, in one way or the other.
It does. And that was a $9,500 move on Wednesday, on Tuesday. Spiked it. When we were on the air, it was 10,300, Tom, and it ended up closing. Well, it never closes, but it ended up trading down to 92.90. Let me see what we got here. I know we got callers lined up here somewhere, but I can't find them. I don't have them.
Oh, you know what? I got one. We got John in New York.
Okay.
Good morning, John.
Hey, John, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. You're the mining expert. One of the newsletters is teasing a silver miner that has a lot of silver in the ground, and it's selling for approximately $3. Can you think of any names off the top of your head?
So you're asking, is this like trivia?
Is this Jeopardy? Did we just jump into Jeopardy? What are you looking at, John? Let's go. We got people listening. What are we looking at?
I don't know the name. It's could it be Cortalen?
Oh, this is hilarious. So let me ask you this. So did you get an email that someone is saying that I have a mining stock that has this and this and this, and what, you got to go over to them and subscribe or something to get the name of the stock?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
well, that's just a pump and dump. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Cooking, brother. Have a great one, man.
All right, thanks.
Let's go to Jose in Orlando. Jose, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, gold is falling through the floor. Can Royal Gold get to 135 by 3 p.m. today?
No.
How about 4 p.m.?
Nope. We're at 121.
Probably not the day.
It's coming to the breakout area, man. I mean, the breakout area is 117.44. We hit 120 today. I mean...
Okay, I'm just pulling your leg. Hey, Tom, are we going to the lower range in gold because these mining shares are garbage lately?
I don't know. I mean, to me, these only got, I mean, even if you look at Anico Eagle, they were all up 100%, and yeah, they pulled back, but they're pulling back to the breakout area, man. So, you know, I'm surprised that they're not getting smoked more than they are today. That's what it really comes down to.
Yeah, but where's gold? Is gold going to 1640?
I think we already hit 1668. It looks to me that I would say that, let's see, 1675, yeah. We've already hit, yeah, stay right there, come right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
If you haven't checked out the newsletters page of TFNN.com, what are you waiting for? All of the TFNN newsletters are informative, up-to-date, affordable, and a must-have for every trader looking to gain a competitive informational edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets to offer you the very latest in market news. Plus, new subscribers get to test drive our newsletters risk-free for 30 days. From all aspects of the markets, including stocks, bonds, metals, commodities, and tech, there's a newsletter to fit your needs exclusively from TFNN. Stay informed each day you trade and get that competitive edge that will help you stay ahead of the game. Visit our newsletters page by going to TFNN.com and click the newsletters button near the top of the page. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Directions Daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's up 700, NASDAQ 173, S&P's up 70. We're talking to Jose, and we're talking about the gold contract. So let's bring that contract up.
I heard you mention in the past weeks, Tom, gold's lower range is 640. Whether we go there or not. Look, Newmont looks like it's going to finish up today. It's down a couple, but it's fighting back. That's going to be up a little bit today. It's going to finish. It's going to erase the losses today. And by the way, my niece is 6 years old. She says Apple's going to 350. That's a no-brainer.
Okay.
Long term, I would say it's going. Not if, but when.
Hey, listen.
Yeah, I think within the next couple of weeks, you're going to be up to 340.
I'm almost converting to an Apple phone. That's going to be a miracle if I do.
Oh, that alone's going to push it up. By 2.
I'm telling you, man, crazy. Anyway, so listen, Newmont's not in a bad position. I mean, it's coming into the breakout area. 51.13 was the breakout area. Went to 52.33. So,
Tom, what are we going to do about the truth twister in the White House? We got to retire him this November.
I could get my head wrapped around that. I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, I think my Lord and Savior frowns on pride and arrogance, so I'm thinking he's pretty much gone.
Well, we'll see.
Donald Trump has been weighed, measured, and found wanting. Goodbye, Donald!
Take care, man. Have a good one. Have a safe one. So market-wise, Tom, this baby's holding, man.
It sure is. I just took a look at Apple when we were talking about it. Apple got a print of 328, man, all-time highs on that today, above where we were trading at in February, right up to that number and above it. Not bad.
And these S&Ps are holding. Now, if we go over, what's interesting, folks, is that if you look at the tick, you're going to see a monster uptick today, 1866. The problem is that you can't use the tick, folks, on the opening tick. So, because what that means specifically is that everyone had a buy at the open out here today, and that might have been, the shots covering, more people just buying, getting into it, period. But if I put this up, what you're going to see is that is a large tick, but guess what? That was the opening tick. So I don't count the opening ticks, whether they're up or down, because the reality is that, specifically on good days,
Sure.
you'll get something like that. On bad days, it's just the opposite, coming on the way down. So
I was going to mention, man, it's not often you get to say that you're literally in the midst of the trading day that occurs on the biggest jobs number ever at multiple million, man. It's like we're so used to breaking every record out there, right? I mean, biggest number by far, millions of jobs created in the month after we lost tens of millions last month. Just craziness everywhere.
Yeah, in a huge way. There's no doubt.
Talk about ticks, it's like there's a lot of records that are being broken in what we're doing right now in this dive down and the recovery.
I've never seen so many V's. V for victory. There's no two ways about it, man.
Have you ever seen the Dow gain 9,000 points over the span of about 9 weeks?
No.
That's where we're at, 27,000, and we were at a low of 18,086, man.
Gotta love it.
Yeah.
And so the next swing on the Dow, folks, let's see, we almost hit it. It's 27,102. That's the swing. Well, that was the only bounce that we got on the way down. What had happened, folks, is that we got February 28th established a low at 24,600. You went up 3 days, 2,500 points in 3 days, and then you crashed from 27,000 to 18,000. So, man, if we go overseas, let's still go overseas for a second, because overseas, we're still open. If we go over to the DAX, the DAX is up, but not like our markets. But what the DAX did do this week, the DAX did the same thing. The DAX went from 11,500 this week to 12,800. Look at that.
Crazy. Just huge.
Yeah.
How about I got a breakdown visually of that jobs number.
Yeah.
So leisure and hospitality, by far the biggest, coming in at 1.2 million. Construction was a big number at 464. Healthcare, 390. Retail, 367. On the decline side, pretty marginal, besides government coming into that number. We came in. I'll be interested to read some articles this weekend, I'm sure, about that number and about the expectation and how things went so awry and away from where we thought it might be. Because how are we so far off? That's all. You know what I mean? That's what I would love to hear, a good take from somebody in that business of how nobody saw this coming, it seems.
Yes.
I know you say you saw it, but adding millions of jobs in that month, for the people who are literally looking at the hardcore fundamental jobs numbers coming out of some of these companies, just way off business, way off.
Yeah, there's no doubt. And I would say that it just has to do with the opening, that so many people, if you have a company that had 7 people, 10 people, the store's closed. As they reopen back up, well, that's 7 or 10 people that you're hiring back. At the beginning, that's for sure, because what ends up happening, folks, is that PPP money, bottom line, is that they're subsidizing the openings. And if you don't hire them back, then that PPP turns into a loan versus a grant.
Yes.
So I can definitely see that,
good. That was the goal, right? Hopefully that's what's doing it, because that was the goal.
Right.
Because they were looking for almost 20% unemployment. And it was a little, things changed so quickly, man. We only just got the jobs number over 2 hours ago. But when you're contemplating 20%, it's like, man, how long is it going to take, right? That was the fear, to get back into normalizing some single-digit unemployment. We're almost at 13%. That might be quicker than anybody thought. And I think that's what you're seeing factored in, rightfully so. It's just quite a different world, yeah.
And 13 is big, but it's not.
No, it's a world of difference, right? From rising to, are we already back on the huge? Are we going to get 1 million or 2 million next? Are we going to get 4 million next month? Yeah, I mean that's what we'll look to next.
Yeah, no doubt. Let's go. Yeah, actually, someone just bringing up Marriott. I want to take a look at Marriott, because so Marriott, look at they're doing the pop too. Now this is really intriguing to me, because there's still plenty of places that are actually closed. So Marriott has gone from $46 to $110.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's interesting. So we got the Tigers in Colorado saying the Marriott is still closed down the street. I know there's a bunch of Marriotts closed that I'm trying to go to right now.
Hey, how about can we jump to in keeping with some hotels, but jump into casinos as well? Caesars, man, with Vegas, CZR. You want to see some action, man. Never sell Caesar, especially when he lives in Vegas. From $14.74 to $3 and change, and we're back above $12, man, with Vegas barely reopening, right? I think they have it where they're starting to reopen. I think they have a few of their properties on list, maybe 3 of them starting out, bringing back more throughout. But you sent me the article. The funny thing was I was already chatting about it with friends that they had seen $45 rooms, $35 rooms, right, on the Strip. Those availabilities out through later this month. But the rebound, hey.
Okay, Tom, it's time for us to get in a plane. You can play some poker and I'll play some craps.
We'll hit those craps tables, baby.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back. Dow up 753, Nasdaq up 159, S&P's up 71. We'll come right back.
Back in the day, I joined Hotel California in 2006, and like many of you, was drawn in by, as well as,
whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows.
You see, I believe that everything in life happens for us, not to us. And Tom ignited the fire within me to want to learn how to master the markets. So how did I go from knowing nothing about technical analysis to becoming the #1 market timer for the S&P 500 in 2018 and the #2 market timer in 2019? Simply put, I hired coaches with a proven track record, which led me to a whole new set of tools that I created to interpret the message of buyers and sellers. I would love the opportunity to teach you this award-winning set of tools and to help you improve your market timing. You can test drive my newsletter service, Mastering Probabilities, for the next 30 days with no risk to you. Plus, you'll gain access to archive workshops that'll take you step by step through my system. Sign up today by going to the homepage of TFNN.com and selecting Mastering Probability in the newsletter tab. Bam!
The gold market has taken off topside in a large way in 2020. If you want to take advantage of this sector, now is the time to subscribe to my gold report. The gold report took profits in 4 of its equities in the gold portfolio in the first week of January for a combined profit of 99.2%, with 2 positions left in the portfolio that have a profit of 67.5% as of January 7th. The gold report is a comprehensive look at the metals sector as well as the markets that move gold, which is the currency and bond markets. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. Every Monday morning, I publish the gold report with coverage of gold, silver, bonds, the XAU, HUI, JDX, as well as more than 30 different mining equities. To see for yourself the types of profitable trades that are recommended within the gold report, sign up now by visiting TFNN.com. Don't miss out on the next great gold trade. Sign up today.
With markets trading with extreme volatility and peaks and troughs everywhere, regardless of what you're looking at in the markets, this is a great time to see the type of analysis Basil Chapman delivers for his subscribers every market day with the Opening Call newsletter. Basil has been analyzing markets, providing his take for subscribers to his trading services since 1984. Every morning, Basil publishes an update for his subscribers, along with weekend and evening updates when warranted. The Opening Call provides traders a daily market overview with regard to the direction of the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, along with specific recommendations, including stops and targets. You also gain instant access to Basil's subscriber webinar archive from earlier this year, a dark cloud cover, and essential market analysis. Ride the Chapman wave today by signing up for the Opening Call newsletter on the front page of TFNN.com under the newsletter tab. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Sign up today.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow up 800. Nasdaq 168, S&P's up 75. That is a gain right now of, let's see, what do we got here? We got, look at the machine can't even keep up with it. 3% in the Dow, 2.3% in the S&P, and 1.7% in the Nasdaq. And we can just go over quickly to that NDX 100. That hit a high out here today of 97.86, and you have, that's interesting, 97.80. 97.80 is the high. So we hit that. We made a new all-time high, 97.86. Right now, you're running out at 97.70. So it's going to be quite a day out here, no doubt. And
yeah, I don't know if it'll stop. Just not yet, man. I mean, it's climbing quick. We might see 3,200 in the S&Ps. We're only 13 points away from it right now in the futures.
And 13 points is nothing when you're up 76 right now.
Exactly. Well said. Totally.
And the NASDAQ, I mean, if the NQs, they are impressive in the aspect, folks. When these numbers come out, the NQs traded down to 96.01. So you're 166 points above where we traded down to.
And you have some big stocks probably weighing on that in terms of, Amazon right now actually flat. Right?
Yeah.
You got the index up. You got, where's Apple? Now Apple's joined the party. They're up 1.7% at this point. But Netflix as well. Netflix, actually, they in the red? Nope. They've inched to basically flat right now. But, weighing still with that NASDAQ. I mean, you might as well order 10,000 hats for the NASDAQ 100, man. Why not? Let's go.
You got to love it. Stay right there, folks. We got Think of Swim coming up next. Then our man, Mr. Basil Chapman. You're going to ride that wave. Steve Rhodes, Dave White. I'll be back this afternoon. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.
Go get him, folks.